And you're not special. You think you're better than the other women in the program. It's clear to me. And I've had it. You're about to get the wake-up call of your life, Abigail. I'm talking. I'm about to give you the wake-up call of your life. Oh, are you shocked by this? Are you surprised? Going the wrong way on one of the busiest freeways, probably in the country. You should have been doing prison time. You should have been. And you were given a gift, and you have squandered it.
I mean, if it's not going to matter, it doesn't.
Does my face look like it's going to matter?
No, it really doesn't.
Okay, you're about to go in just about 3 minutes.
I was throwing up all week. I haven't eaten in 6 days. That's why I missed on Wednesday.
I'm talking.
I'm going through an epilepsy diagnosis. I'm having seizures in my sleep. I slept through a therapy appointment.
And you're throwing up for days on end. I don't want to hear anything.
This 23-year-old woman is standing before the court for 3 serious charges that all happened in one single night. According to the case details, she was driving while impaired on the wrong side of I-75, attempted to flee when officers tried to stop her, and later resisted when they took her into custody. Despite how serious the situation was, she avoided jail and was given probation instead, which many would see as a major second chance. Normally, a break like that would push someone to change their behavior, but she appeared to treat it casually, as if it didn't really matter. The judge had already shown a great deal of leniency in the past, offering multiple opportunities to do better. This time, though, it was clear that the court's patience was wearing thin. The big question now is whether she should stay on probation or finally face time behind bars. Let's take a closer look and see how this unfolds.
All right, to the allegation you failed to appear for your appointment with the probation officer scheduled at 8 a.m. on December 18th, how do you plead?
Guilty.
To the allegation you failed to attend individual therapy at the guidance center as scheduled on 12/12, how do you plead?
Guilty.
And then we're doing and to the allegation you failed to attend your individual therapy on 12/13, how do you plead?
Not guilty.
All right. All right, I'm going to accept the 2 guilty pleas as knowing and voluntarily given. All right, so I saw you, Abigail, on the 10th. And on the 10th, I let you turn yourself in for a day next door. I let you turn yourself in because I care more about your job than you do. So then, the day after that, I do this on Tuesday. You miss your guidance, your therapy appointment on Thursday, and then you miss your appointment with Kara yesterday. And it's like I don't know what you were thinking. Abigail, we've had trouble with you since you came in. It's not use violations. Oh, are you shocked by this? Are you surprised? Well, you should not be. You have consistently, if I count your violations, like I know that we're on number 7, but if you look at them, number 7's 3. Number 6 was 1, 2, 3, 4, right? I mean, it's like Kara's bunching them because it makes sense when you have that many violations in a short period of time. But you're consistently, you think this is Abigail's treatment court, and it's not. Yes, you do. It's a 23rd District Court's treatment court program, and you're not special. You're not special in this program. Everyone else has to show up, and they have to do what they have to do to survive, but not Abigail. Abigail can cancel her appointments as she sees fit. She can miss things, and it's a consistent pattern. And the response that we always get from you is like, well, I have a job. Well, your recovery is more important than your job. Because if you're sitting in Wayne County Jail, quite frankly, Abigail, on this, it should have been charged as a 3rd, and you should have a felony right now. Because let's talk about your record for a minute. You've had 3 drunk drivings in how long?
Within a couple of years.
Right? When was your first one?
February of 2023.
Okay. When was your second one?
December last year.
Of 23?
Yes.
Okay. Oh my gosh. When was your third? April of 24. 3 drunk drivings in a year? Less than a year? Am I bad at math?
Just over a year.
Just over a year. 3 drunk drivings. How old are you?
23.
Your last drunk driving, Abigail, you drove the wrong way on which freeway? Which one?
75.
75, we are miles out of Detroit. one of the busiest freeways in the state of Michigan, in one of the busiest areas in the state of Michigan, and you drove the wrong way on the freeway. That's how drunk you were.
I understand, Your Honor.
Okay, well, we're going over it because I don't think you do. I genuinely do not think you understand.
Anyone who has ever driven on I-75 knows how crowded and fast-moving it is. The thought of someone traveling the wrong way on that road, while impaired, is extremely dangerous and puts countless lives at risk. That alone shows poor judgment, but the situation becomes even more concerning when you look at what happened afterward. What really stands out is how she handled probation. She failed to attend required treatment, skipped scheduled check-ins, and repeatedly pointed to her job as an excuse for not following the rules. Instead of taking responsibility, she continued to shift the blame. As the video goes on, even more excuses come out, making it clear she wasn't taking the court's orders seriously. The judge addressed this directly, reminding her that if she ends up behind bars, her job won't matter at all. That statement summed up the issue perfectly. This kind of behavior shows a complete lack of respect for the legal system and for the second chance she was given. Many viewers will likely feel frustrated watching someone waste an opportunity others would never take for granted. If you believe the judge is fully justified in ordering jail time, show your support by liking the video.
And then you wouldn't stop for the cops. And a cop had to tap your car to get you to stop and get you from killing someone else or killing yourself at 23 years old. Your third one in just over a year. And you got a gift. One, you got your life. You're not dead. You're not in prison for killing someone else, which is a miracle, going the wrong way on one of the busiest freeways, probably in the country. We're the Motor City, and you're driving the wrong way on one of the busiest freeways outside of Detroit. Then you get the benefit somehow of, instead of having a felony, you get the benefit of getting a misdemeanor for this. And in exchange, you have to do a treatment court program. That's the thing. And you should have been doing prison time. You should have been, or at least significant jail time. And you were given a gift and you have squandered it. I have watched you since you come into this program. You think you're better than the other women in the program. It's clear to me. You think that, well, I'm gonna start sponsoring someone, and you have all this time for all of these other activities. You don't have time to show up and do the things you have to do to stay out of jail. And I've had it. You're about to get the wake-up call of your life, Abigail. I'm talking. I'm about to give you the wake-up call of your life, okay? Because have you ever been to Wayne County Jail?
No,
Okay, you're about to go in just about 3 minutes. But let me tell you something. I have been to Wayne County Jail. I've been to Wayne County Jail a lot. I was there when I was a defense attorney, and I was there when I was a prosecutor. And it is not a nice place. It is not a pleasant place. And me giving you a day next door is not teaching you anything. I need you to understand you are looking at months in jail. Months. And quite frankly, even at their new facility, probably one of the grossest jails I've ever been in. And with people who are sitting in jail, awaiting trial or sentencing on pretty significant crimes. And you'll probably think you're better than them. And you're not, Abigail, because that's where you should be. So you are getting the wake-up call of your life. You're gonna sit down in the Wayne County Jail. What's your rec?
3 days.
5 days. You're doing 5 days in the Wayne County Jail. You got nothing else to do? Forget your job, forget everything else, Abigail. I want you to understand this. I want you to really reflect on the next 5 days. I want you to sit there and think, is that the life you want? Or do you want to comply? I'm talking. You can either comply with this program and get it together, or you can go do your 90. It makes no difference to me. I prefer you be here. I prefer you get the help you need, because whether you realize it or not, you have a problem, and you belong in this program more than a lot of the other women that are here. Because what you have done on these 3 offenses is abysmal. It's terrifying. You're doing your 5 days. in the Wayne County Jail. I'm writing no early release. You're gonna really reflect. You'll be out for Christmas. My gut tells me to give you 7, and I don't know that you deserve that yet. You're going in right now. You'll get out in 5 days. No early release.
I can't explain the...
No, I don't need it. I don't care what you want. Okay, go ahead, Al. Go ahead. Let's see if we can get you up to 7 days. Tell me what you got.
The second she began speaking while the judge was still talking, the mood in the room instantly changed. Anyone familiar with court knows you do not interrupt a judge during sentencing, because it almost never works in your favor. The courtroom went completely silent, and you could feel the tension right away. Even her attorney stayed quiet, showing no reaction at all, which made it clear he understood the situation was already decided by that point. The judge had already ordered 5 days in jail, which is actually a lighter outcome considering the serious charges involved. Many judges would have imposed a much longer sentence under similar circumstances. That's why it was surprising to see her continue talking, as if she still didn't understand the gravity of the moment. The judge had shown patience throughout the case, and while the frustration came through, it was clearly built up over time. After watching enough court cases, it becomes easier to tell who is truly ready to change and who is still making excuses. Her reaction showed she was still in denial and not fully accepting responsibility. Some viewers will likely feel that 5 days is fair, while others may think it barely scratches the surface. Be honest in the comments. Do you really believe 5 days will change your behavior? Because based on what we've seen, it doesn't seem likely.
If it's not gonna matter, it doesn't.
Does my face look like it's going to matter?
No, it really doesn't. I had a lot of really nice things to say about the program. I really appreciate being here. I understand that what I did is absolutely horrible. I feel awful about it every single day. I'm haunted by it, honestly.
You should be.
And I feel really, really grateful to be in this program and to have the opportunity to work towards a better life versus just incarceration. And I feel really grateful for treatment.
Well, show up and do the program or go sit in jail. That's your option.
I was
And when
throwing
you come
up
back-
all week. I haven't eaten in 6 days.
Abigail.
That's why I missed on Wednesday.
Abigail, listen to me.
I'm going through an epilepsy diagnosis. I'm having seizures in my sleep. I slept through a therapy appointment, and I have a text from Josh that says any day that we need Zoom, we can use it. And then I showed up. And then he told me that we couldn't use it. It was a misunderstanding, miscommunication on his part or mine. I don't know, but I genuinely, I took everything into account the last time I was in front of you, and I took
And
it to
then you
heart.
immediately missed another appointment
I've been
and you're,
throwing up
I'm
for
done.
days on
I don't want to
end.
hear, I don't want to hear anything else. I'll mark your file medical, enjoy your 5 days in the Wayne County Jail. When you come back, you can tell me whether you want to be here or whether you want to give your spot up for someone who's earned it.
There was a hearing date for the...
I don't care about the other violation, dismiss it. All right, come on up. Ms. Heiss, I need you real quick at the podium. I need to give you your appeal rights. Not give you your appeal rights, and I want to make sure you know them from the date of your sentence or as permitted pursuant to MCR. Thank you, Ms. Heiss, you're all set. Can you please not make Ms. Heiss listen to that for too long?
This is a clear example of what happens when someone wastes every opportunity the court gives them. Probation is not as harsh as many people think. It's more like a serious warning and a chance to prove you can follow the rules. In this case, that warning was ignored completely, and the court made it clear there would be no more patience left after this point. The judge clearly explained that excuses were no longer going to be accepted. While 5 days may sound short to some people, when that decision comes from a judge who has reached their limit, it carries real weight. It sends a message that the situation is no longer being taken lightly. Given everything leading up to this moment, placing her in custody felt like a reasonable and measured response. Will those 5 days actually change your mindset? Maybe they will, or maybe they won't. But what it does show is how quickly a court can shift from being understanding to being firm once boundaries are crossed too many times. That change doesn't happen overnight. It builds over repeated chances that go nowhere. Now I'm curious what you think. Do you believe the judge went too far? Or do you feel the decision was fair? Let me know your honest thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching, and if you found this discussion interesting, don't forget to like and subscribe.